Vedanta, that's the big story this morning, the demerger itself. We spoke with management. Take a look at that conversation.
Each company will have it's just a beginning for them. You will see in 3 to 4 years' time, this will be at least 3 times bigger, because demand supply is so big, and we have amazing resources, and we have a technology. I'm just visualizing. We have nothing in card. In Hindustan Zinc, it's a phenomenal that the silver itself will be one of the best revenue and the profit generating company. If you look at the fertilizer, we are going to produce 1.5 million ton of fertilizer in Hindustan Zinc. Will be the biggest in the world recycling plant for our residual, what we have. And of course the zinc, 2 million ton of zinc. So each block also have, who knows, time to come, this all will create value. The management will decide to remain together and create value. And this is just the beginning. Same thing with the aluminium. Same thing with the power. And now same thing with the steel. Still, I'm very, very excited. This is the time to come at the right time, because no debt, entire infrastructure is available. We are the company who's completely backed up by the raw material. We don't have to import. 100%. We have declared minimum 15 million ton production. All special steel, green steel. We have a backup of coal, cooking coal, and the iron ore. And this is in the belt of between Bokaro and the Tata Steel. So very excited about this steel. We are producing 4 million ton, 15 million ton. The work has just started. We are looking forward to make a very substantial steel company. But this again is the beginning. India needs 300 million ton of steel. Everybody tells me, why are you getting into the steel? It is the most important. We need 300 million ton. And I have the infrastructure, I have the raw material. So create a steel company, separate management. Then we have a Vedanta, which is a tremendous potential. We produce ferrochrome, we produce nickel, we produce copper, and then we have 65% holding ownership in Hindustan Zinc, and we have 80% ownership in JEDI, which is the largest zinc producer. So all together, all 4 companies and Hindustan Zinc all have a great potential. And this is just the beginning. Separate management, top management, I've given them a clean ground to grow.
Sir, we spoke about zinc, how it's going to be expanding, and we've seen aggressive capex also coming in for zinc in the last few years. Let's talk about aluminium as well. You spoke briefly about where you look at the future for aluminium and the use cases in aluminium alloys which are coming in. How do you see the kind of investment that Vedanta Aluminium will be making in the next 3 to 5 years?
Yeah, we have put everything together when we were same company. $20 billion we need all together for our expansion of 6 million ton of aluminium, steel, power, and Hindustan Zinc all together, about $20 billion in 3 years' time. We have a $10 billion EBITDA, and it's going to grow. So resources will never come on the way. And you have seen how the international market look at us. We are the ambassador of India in the world, and they have seen that we are the company always given the return. I don't know how it will shape, but if each individual company, they should have enough sufficient internal resources to complete their future plan. But if they need some resources, it's nice to have some debt and equity they can raise.
Sir, you've been the focus has been for last few years on deleveraging your balance sheet at Vedanta and at the group level as well. Currently at group level is around $5 billion net debt that you have, and in The Indian arm, on a net basis, it's around 54,000 crores of debt which is there. Is that also going to be a priority as along with capital allocation for growth?
No, but this is the, if you look at compared to any other company, we are the very beautifully set our debt and equity. And on the top $5 billion, this debt was only created, we could justify our shareholder that we will get enough dividend. Enough dividend, so we'll be able to repay, and your value will increase because share price will go up because of the, and both has happened. Both has happened. We were about $12 billion debt one time back. It has come to $5 billion.
Two.
And time to come, the debt is very, very comfortable. Downstream, $5 billion, $7 billion is hardly anything. You can get all the detail of the breakup, all four companies, but steel company is a debt-free. Vedanta Limited on the top is a by and large debt-free. Power company has a small debt. Some debt is in aluminum. So these are and Hindustan Zinc has small debt. So very comfortable in the debt. I look at on the top, very soon we'll be able to reduce the debt.
Sir, one of the big things which Vedanta used to do is provide dividends to the shareholders. There has been a change in dividend policy to more principle based rather than I would say the rule based, which was earlier. How is the dividend policy going to be for the shareholders for all the 5 companies now that they will get listed?
I love my shareholder, and one thing was always stand by that we'll be dividend paying company. And we will be dividend paying company. And this is what I told. I have given advice to all 5 companies that we should be dividend paying company. Depend on what they have, but we should be dividend paying company.
And the kind of dividends that we have seen in the past, will they continue on a consolidated basis? Shareholders will get the same amount of dividend or much more as you grow?
As an amount, it will be probably bigger than that, but percentage-wise, I don't know.
Sir, you spoke briefly about the power sector, which you said you're looking at 20 gigawatts, 20,000 megawatts of power capacity going forward. Nuclear is an opportunity which you also briefly mentioned. Give us some more color on the kind of power expansion we're doing. And when you spoke about the green power and green steel, it requires green power as well. So what are we doing on that?
No, we have Athena. We are putting up 5,000, 6,000 megawatt power there. We have Balco, very beautiful power plant we are putting up there. We have all brownfield. We have all on a foothill of our coal and very close to the grid. So we are very advantaged. So coal, power plant, brownfield take less time. So this is how we are looking at to develop power. Nuclear, we've been talking last couple of years. We are waiting for the government policy. Government has come very positively, and we should be one of the first one to move forward. We have a amazing opportunity in India because we have a huge deposit of thorium. And thorium is the one which is the fuel we can convert into the nuclear fuel, and I'm looking forward as quickly as possible because this will be the game changer for our country, because power demand going to be the highest in the world for India, the way we are growing. And if we can address through the nuclear, if we can address through the thermal, coal is not going anywhere. Coal going to be there. It is a livelihood. We are blessed that the kind of coal we have because it's less sulfur. So less environmentally, and ash we need because the developing country, we need those ash for producing cement, road, infrastructure. So it's very important that the power sector, I'm very excited. And this is the time all 5 companies, they are coming on the base. There's still to take off. No, I'm not saying aluminum is very good or every company's better resource than the aluminum as a future, as we grow. Oil and gas is the most important for me. Nothing is more important than the oil and gas. I'm looking forward in 3 years' time, 3 to 4 years' time, to produce 500,000 barrel or more in Assam, in our shallow gas, shallow water, through shale gas. We are the producer of gas. All together, it requires a foreign technology, and it's require a long lease. Government has come along, and it's the time of unleashing the entrepreneur. You know, you will not believe, I've listed in London for 17, 18 years as a FTSE 100 company. In thousands of companies, we have been selected as the first 50 best company. Governance, everything to talk about. We raised $35 billion on the basis of we are investing this money into India. And India is focused on the entrepreneur, backing the business, not wasting their time anywhere else, just focus. And I'm very, have a great feeling that India has a huge potential, and the government is very favorable for the industry.